Hey guys, Scripted here with another video. Just when I think the Acolyte videos are going to end, it's just some more stuff. And the Acolyte killed Star Wars. Disney cuts live-action shows to one per year, ? Well, from what I heard, this is something that Iger's kind of been alluding to for a while. And he should have done this a long time ago. He should never have had this many shows. Following the massive failure and cancellation of The Acolyte, it's claimed that Disney and Lucasfilm will be releasing only one Star Wars series a year on Disney+. Okay, and that's great. I mean, it's definitely watered down, but, you know, at this point, it whether you do it once a year or not, it still has to be good. And the problem now is you're building on a lore-breaking foundation or shows that are just bad. You know, even the Mandalorian that started off so well is kind of crappy right now. So I don't know whether or not just doing one is going to make a difference for that. You know what I mean? And again, all of it leads to Rey Skywalker and Palpatine being back somehow, and Anakin and Luke's, you know, sacrifice for each other meaning nothing. So they screwed it up so bad. I don't know that any kind of business strategy is going to all of a sudden fix the problem. Like, The Acolyte reportedly cost upwards of $200 million. Yeah, we all know that. Happens to be the lowest rated in terms of viewership and the least watched Star Wars series on Disney+. But I think, like, twice as much. Like, by the end, it had half of the ratings that Andor had, if I'm not mistaken, by the last episode. Disney CEO Bob Iger has also confirmed a whopping $4 billion streaming loss for the company. Now, for all of the shills, I mean, it's been years of them arguing how they've made so much money, well, whether it's AGT or whatever his name is, Pro, or like all these guys on Twitter always say, oh no, I made lots of money. It's like, you guys don't understand. They spend a lot to do what they're doing. Like, yeah, okay, your sequel's made about, you know, 4 billion or something, or 4.5, but you paid 4 for the IP, right? How are you going to make that up? You got to sell merch. No, didn't sell much merch. Like, you guys got to think, man. That's a huge loss. And I don't think it's because there's too many Star Wars shows, although there are, and I've said that many times. It's because they're crappy. That's what it comes down to. Literally, that's what it comes down to. And maybe part of the reason they're crappy is because they are spread out, and so the talent pool is spread out, and you've got people in positions they probably shouldn't be in. What does the rumor say? The rumor comes via scooper Daniel RPK, who earlier in September said Star Wars will be reducing its live-action TV output, which fits with what Bob Iger said recently. I don't see how this is a rumor if he's saying it. This guy's said a few good stuff, so usually he knows what he's talking about. According to what Daniel RPK told fans on his Patreon, Lucasfilm does have several Star Wars series in development. However, he said starting next year, Lucasfilm will only be releasing one live-action Star Wars series a year. Well, okay, whatever. Just don't release any anymore. Just call it a day for a while. I'm hearing that several series are in development, but it seems they plan to release. Okay, only one. Lucasfilm had episodes of 3 live-action Star Wars series released in 2022 with the Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, and Andor. Yes, and the Book of Boba Fett was absolutely awful. Remember when he climbed out of the Sarlacc pit in his armor? Which, by the way, was just the corniest thing ever. I don't care if it happened in some comic. Like, dude, that's the whole point of the Sarlacc pit. It's supposed to be scary. Now it's like, well, you might survive. Anyway, he gets out of there. Somehow there was a stormtrooper in there, by the way. Anyway, he gets out of there in his armor, crawls away from it, gets woken up by Jawas stealing his armor, and then for some reason thinks it makes sense to fly Slave One over the Sarlacc pit to see if his armor's inside of it. That was literally the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Ever. What a stupid show. And they did it strictly so you'd see the shot of Slave One over the Sarlacc, even though it made no sense. Why would he be looking in there if Jawa stole his armor? Like, it It doesn't make any sense. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show was a disaster. It breaks lore. It looked cheap. The Force usage with Obi-Wan and Vader was way stupid and over the top. Like Vader using the Force to stop a ship from taking off. And when again, you can't do that now because he didn't do that in Empire. But they do it anyway because they're dumb. Andor, again, okay, but has problems. And wasn't very Star Wars-y. But a decent show. Like, there was a lot about it that I really liked, but there's some problems there as well. And again, I've reviewed it. You can watch the reviews. I'm not going to go on about it. In 2023, there would be 2 series with The Mandalorian Season 3 and Ahsoka. Yeah, Mandalorian Season 3 completely went off the rails. It's not even about Mando anymore. And Ahsoka was bland, boring, and really terrible. Like another galaxy now, and space whales. And, like, Thrawn looked like an idiot. In 2024, there was The Acolyte. I'm not even going to talk about that. Anyways, there's also Season 2 of Andor coming in 2025. So if that's the case, then that's what's coming then. That's what you're getting. Next year, you're getting Andor Season 2, and that's it. Ahsoka Season 2 is supposed to happen, but will likely film after The Mandalorian and Grogu is finished. We can guess that means Ahsoka Season 2 will film in 2025. Yeah, so there you go. So you're going to get Andor next year, Mando, and Grogu the year after, with Ahsoka at the same time, in 2026. I don't believe there's any new official Star Wars live-action series in development. Well, they're talking about Lando, but I guess it's going to be a movie now. So there you go, whatever. I don't think it's The Acolyte that did that. I think it's just, they just made a whole bunch of crappy stuff. The Acolyte kind of was the icing on top of the crap sundae.
That is one big pile of shit.
So, I don't think that's the sole reason, but that was a total disaster, that show. So anyways, whatever. I mean, I don't think it's going to matter. Again, the foundation they've built is so weak and cracked and garbage. I mean, you got nowhere to go. It doesn't matter what they do now. You know, even if Andor Season 2 is good, I mean, yeah, okay, cool. That's cool, I guess, but everything leads to the poop that they made. So anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. If you like this content, please like, subscribe. Always helps the channel. Feel free to check out anything else on my channel. Have yourselves a really good day.